Hello, what's up? It's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. Happy quarantine. I hope you all are staying safe in this pandemic. Today on my channel, we are going to be doing a challenge. We are going to be putting the original Jaclyn Hill palette up against the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Now, I have been holding on to this palette forever and I never got to do my first impressions on it because, as y'all have seen, 2020 has been a very rough year. So I wanted to incorporate this on my channel in some way. So it dawned on me, why not see which one is better? Which is why we are looking a little crazy. This is the looks we came up with and I am in love with both of them. This video, I thought I was going to have a clear vote on which one I liked more, and little spoiler alert, I didn't. I am just going to have to have y'all let me know which one you think is better. But I had a lot of fun filming this video and I really hope you enjoy watching it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. So sit down, get comfy, take off your face mask and gloves, and without further ado, let's get started. So jumping right into it, I have already primed my first eye. I am going to give these shadows the best opportunity I can. So I used a primer I know and love. I used my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the original Jaclyn Hill palette on my left eye, which is going to be your right, I believe. And then the Volume 2 palette, which I haven't even dipped into yet, this will kind of be a first impressions at the same time, will be going on my right eye. But jumping right into it, we are going to go ahead and open up the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original one, and mine is looking a little crusty. It's been a long time since I've gotten this baby out. This is actually, I believe, when the second version came out. They've been through several packagings. I did have the very first packaging and that one was like really cardboard. I didn't like it at all. This one is okay. What I just wish they would do is put the names of the shadows on the actual pans, which they do not. On this version, they put them on the back of the palette. On the very first one, they had a little card that came with your palette, but trying to keep up with the card was just too much of a hassle. So this is a step up. I just really wish they would put them on the packaging itself, like underneath the shadows. But we are primed, so jumping right into it, I think I want to take this copper shade right here, and I have to look on the back to see what it is. So I believe this is going to be the shade Hunts, which is like a really nice copper red shade. So I'm going to throw this into my crease. Ooh, all right, I forgot it has pigment. To blend this out, I'm going to be taking one of the neutral shades. Now in this palette, there are quite a few neutral transition shades, which I appreciate. If I remember correctly, the reason she created this palette was for the people that want basic makeup and dramatic makeup, which is great. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is called MFEO. And I'm actually going to mix it. I think I'm going to mix it with this shade called Silk Cream, which is a little lighter, just so our blending shade is not too dark. I want to go ahead and deepen this crease shade a little bit more. So I'm going to be taking this shade, which is like a nice dark roasted coffee color in my opinion. And this is the shade Roxanne. I'm just going to be using a smaller fluffy blending brush. We're not going to take a lot. I just want to put this a little in the crease just to give it back a little darkness. I'm trying to decide if I want to make this an all matte look or if I want to add a shimmer, because I almost feel like being bold. Usually I'd go in with like one of these pinks, but I feel like adding this blue shimmer would be kind of cool. I don't know. I think just to be safe, I'm going to add the pink shimmer. So I'm going to be going in. I'm going to be using the lightest pink shimmer. All three of these are like pink tone shimmers, but I'm going to go in with the lightest one, which is the shade Faint. So I need to get a flat brush. Here we go. Then I'm just going to take some setting spray to spray it. Alright, we are just going to put this on the lid. Ooh, look at that. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go back in with my blending brush. I didn't put any extra product on it. I'm just gonna kind of blend that a little bit on the edges. And then just to darken this up a little bit more, I want to go in with this shade because I think it'll be really pretty. I believe this is called Jax. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so this shade right here is called Jax, and it's like a nice maroon color. I think on the outer V it would look really pretty. And I'm just going to take like a Profusion pencil brush. It's like a dome brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the edge. And there's our first eye using the original Jaclyn Hill palette. Alright, jumping into the Volume 2 palette, and this palette is much more colorful and much more vibrant than the first one. What I appreciate is the names are on the shadows, which is great. I feel like since we went for like a smoky neutral over here, we need to go for as bright and vibrant and colorful as I can do. So, I'm looking at this palette and I'm honestly trying to figure out where to start. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna jump right in before I change my mind. But before I jump in, I just realized I have not primed my eyes, so let's do that real quick. Jumping right in, the first shade I'm going to be using is Tipsy Girl, which is the hottest pink I have probably ever seen in my life. Now, before I jump in with this, just be forewarned, pink eyeshadows typically do stain your eyelids. After I take this off tonight, I will probably insert a little text box or something letting you know if it did indeed stain my eyelids. But just, you know, keep that in mind that pinks typically will stain your skin. So I'm just going to jump into that shade. There is barely any fallout in the pan, which is great. Oh my god, look at that. We're going to stamp this into our crease. Oh, that's beautiful. To blend this out, I think I want to mix shades. I think I kind of want to mix all three of like these oranges we have going on here. So I'm going to mix the shade Feelin' Myself, I cannot read upside down, Positivity, and My Man. I just feel like I want to mix all three. I was trying to choose one, but then I'm like, why? But then I keep looking at My Man because this is like a neon orange. I think I'm just gonna mix all three. I'm gonna do it. So I'm literally gonna take my brush and just go dab, dab, dab. All right, and we're gonna use this to blend out this pink. I love this brush. By the way, I got this in my last month Ipsy, I believe. This is a Farrah brush. I don't think it has the number. Yes, it does. It's the 35E brush. I have been loving this to blend out my crease shades. It's just so effortless. Oh my god, that is so pretty. You know what? Let's take this a little further. So right here in this empty space, I'm feeling daring. I'm gonna take this bright neon yellow called No Joke. I'm gonna take this just a smidge. All right, and I just wanna put that like right here. I feel like it looks so pretty. Oh my god, I love it. I think I'm going to take a tad bit of Therapy Sesh, which is a nice like neon lavender color. I love this color. I want to take that. I'm just going to take it with this Wet n Wild blending brush that came with the Bretman Rock collection. I want to take a little bit of this, and I don't know what I want to do with it. Maybe like right underneath the pink. Would that look cute? Okay, that's a look. We'll do that. I gotta tell you, these are some of the easiest colorful shades I've ever been able to blend. I almost feel like this should just be an all colorful eye, but I really want to use a glitter, so I'm still gonna use a glitter. For the glitter in the front of the eye, y'all know I have to use Talia. This just gold glitter is just calling my name. So I'm gonna dip it into that, and I am gonna spray it. So right off the bat, I will say I'm having a hard time like picking it up on my brush. I'm wondering if this is like, is it like a pressed glitter where you have to use your finger?
And it is such a true gold. It's got like a lot of yellow undertones in it. It's not bronze.
Okay, so she didn't say if you should apply it with your brush or with your finger. So I don't really want to use my finger because I want to be precise. So I'm just going to try to make this work. Let me try a different brush maybe. Let me try this one. Okay, so this brush seems to be picking up better. Alright, and I'm still going to spray it. I always spray my glitters. And I want to put this in the inner part of my lid. I will say it's not as easily applied as the other shimmer I used on this side, but overall it's pretty. The glitter is definitely pretty. It's not as blendable and smooth as the glitter I used from the original palette. Overall, it's nice. So to deepen this up a little bit more, I want to go ahead and take the deep purple in the palette called Not My Journey. I just want to take a little bit of this on the outer V. Because, you know, why not? You guys, gotta be honest, I love this eye. I just feel like it's incomplete because of this glitter, just because I feel like I can't get it to lay down how I want it. Oh no. And here is the eye look using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Welcome back. So I have finished the rest of my face. We are just going to do the lower lash line and then we will be done. So I went ahead and did 2 different colors of eyeliner on my waterline. On the original Jaclyn Hill side, I used the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Lip Liner in the shade Fiery. And on the Volume 2 side, I decided to go with a nice yellow. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Screamin. So on the original Jaclyn Hill side, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Roxanne and I'm going to run this on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to tightline with the shade Jax. And then on the Volume 2 side, I'm going to run the shade My Man, which is that nice neon orange. And then I'm going to tightline with the shade Heart On. Alright guys, and that concludes today's video of the original Jaclyn Hill palette versus the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. So what do I think of both of these palettes? I think the original Jaclyn Hill one is just that. It is an OG. It is probably a staple in a lot of people's makeup collection. The Volume 2 though is definitely a step out of her comfort zone, I feel. It is definitely totally different from the original palette. Now when it comes to which one do I think is better, I don't know. Y'all are gonna have to let me know down below which one did you like more. If anything, the only kind of criticism I have is that the shimmer on this side, the shade Talia, did not go on as smoothly as the shimmer from the original palette. Overall, I love both of the looks I created. We have a nice everyday wearable look versus just a fun eye of color. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I love you, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.